What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today is going to be a little bit different. I am on my way to the KTM dealer. My 2024 KTM Duke 390 has just been hit with a recall. There is a seal on this gas tank that could potentially crack and start leaking. Come take a ride with me and let's go talk about it. Alright boys, Daily Duke back again with another video, and today we're talking about the KTM Duke recall. What bikes are affected? Wow, look at that, I can't see crap, boys. It is foggy and cold. Alright, what bikes are affected? It is the KTM Duke 125, 250, 390, and 990. Of course, Gen 3 models, 2024s only. What is it? It is a seal on the gas tank. It's a lower seal that could potentially crack and start leaking. KTM has issued a recall to get this fixed at a local KTM dealer. Why does it matter? Potential fuel leakage. Obviously, you want to get that fixed. Could leak on some of your parts. Even if you don't see it right away, you know, it's more of a preventable fix right now that you want to get done. I mean, that's why I'm getting it done. I personally haven't noticed anything, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. It's free. You just have to deal with your dealership, unfortunately. Yeah, the leaks might go unnoticed and potentially cause more damage later down the line. At least, you know, KTM is taking a preventative measure and, you know, putting the recall out there to get it fixed. Good for them, you know, good for them. All right, so what's the scope of this recall? It's affecting the entire world. No, just kidding. So this recall seems to be only affecting North America, and from what I read, it's total of around 5,000 bikes that are affected. And again, that has to do with the KTM, the 2024 Gen 3 KTM Duke 125, 250, 390, and 990 only. I wonder why the 690s aren't affected. That's kind of interesting. It's just the North America bikes, about 5,000 in total. And they issued the recall. They're gonna get fixed. They actually found this through. They found this. Sorry, making sure I'm going the right way. They found this through quality testing, actually, on their own. There's never been any major problems or anything on record that made them say, oh yeah, we better do this. It's actually, it was brought up in 2023 by their supplier, Miranda or something like that. Probably said that wrong. I'll put it up here. But yeah, they actually in 2023 said something that there could be a problem about these seals. And from there, I believe it just took their quality testing about 2 years, now 2025, and they said, yep, there is a problem. Let's issue that recall. And so they did, and now we're here. So now we have to figure out what's going on. But it should be an easy fix. I think it's pretty cool of KTM. They're taking a preventative measure. They don't even really have reports of problems and leaking and, you know, nothing major anyway. However, under their own quality control, Minda, that's the supplier's name. And Minda's help, they did figure out that there is a quality control issue, brand new. And yeah, so they issued that recall. Good for them. Props to them, actually. That's really cool that they did that. They could have just said, there's no major problems, no reports, and just said, screw it. So I did read on Reddit, for one of the only things that I could actually find is that very few people have mentioned white deposits. I don't even know. I didn't even see an image. They just described it. But from what I can tell, they have a white deposit somewhere around their fuel tank. So, yeah, that seems like it's a leaking gasket to me. But that's pretty much it, is white deposits. So, you know, nothing major. It probably could leak. When I first got this bike, I ended up filling my tank all the way to the top, and that was just me being dumb. But it was actually leaking. I don't know if that was because of the seal, or if I just filled it up too much, like, you know, like a dumbass. And you know, that very well could be the problem. But you know, the gas was full, and I closed the lid, and somehow I rode from the gas station to my house, put the bike on the kickstand, and it was leaking gas. Yeah, go figure. So I don't know if I'm affected. Probably just me being dumb and overfilling my gas tank, but what can you do? What am I doing? I actually read an article online on my phone when I woke up Thursday morning and saw the news. I ended up putting in my VIN number on their website to check it out, and of course, lo and behold, my bike was affected. I immediately called the dealer, asked them if they knew what was going on. They did read the recall, and they ended up saying, yep, it is for a seal. Whew. My fingers are tingly. It's all right, boys, we're almost there. 9 more minutes. You can do this. It's gonna be a nice day, other than being a little chilly though. So how many of you guys read this yet? You know, are you in the know? Did you even know that there was a recall? Have any of you guys gotten a letter or an email or anything from KTM? Have you actually taken your bike in to get this done yet? I try to act on this quick and create this video. That way I can kind of be, you know, at the right time to get this out to make more people aware. I got like a video or two kind of pending that should go out before this. However, I think I'm gonna pause that, edit this video when I get home, and try to push this out in a day or two. That way I can kind of get it out in a timely manner, because I haven't seen any videos on this yet posted, and it would be nice to get this up. That way people can start seeing it and, you know, get a little bit educated about this recall and what it is. And hopefully once, there'll have to be a part 2, because obviously I'm dropping this off now and we're not going to know the end result. However, once I go pick my bike up, you know, I'll bring you guys along for that in the ride home, let you know kind of what they said. I mean, they should say, yep, we fixed the seal, here's the old seal, and blah, blah, blah. But it is a chilly day, and my visor is getting fogged up, boys. My visor is getting fogged up. So yeah, you're gonna have to stick around for part 2 when I go pick this bike up from the dealer. And this guy wanted it. Oh, I love that quick shifter. It is so nice. Yes, I like. I know back in like 2017 or something like that, KTM did have a recall about a seal on a gas tank, but this was for, I think it was for the 2017 Duke 690 that had the call. Funny, it was the 690 that had the recall back then, but now in this recall, the 690 is not included. So that's interesting, right? Oh, Billy, look at all that traffic. This was not the way to go, bruh. Shiza. Wonder if I could take another route. But yeah, you know, KTM is not the only one that's had this happen. There's other manufacturers that have these types of issues as well. Not just limited to seals and stuff, but yeah, it's not unheard of and it's nothing major. I just think it's good for KTM that they're actually taking a preventative measure and found it themselves during a quality control, and yeah, they're having it fixed for free, so that's pretty good on them. Oh, I want to go through this traffic, but cannot split lanes in Oregon. Hell yeah. Yeah, brother. Yeah, brother. Yeah, brother. We're so close, boys. We're almost there. We got the GoPro still working. I don't see it flashing. What's up, boys? We made it over to Beaverton Motorcycles, and of course my battery died on the way here. So let's get inside and drop the old girl off, and let's see what they say. I'll be back in a second.